one thing I wanted to ask about, because it's a very big thing now, and I think it would be good to ask someone like yourself who's a high quality professional level boxer. It's like, what are your thoughts on the whole YouTube boxing stuff happening these days? You know, the Jake Paul stuff, Logan Paul. Like, what's your thoughts on the social media, people getting involved in the fighting and stuff like that?
Yeah, I don't mind it. You know, for me, it's you're bringing more eyes to the sport. Now, it's two aspects of it. Obviously, you know, you get your YouTubers and your guys are going to fight. Yep. Now, they're realistic. They're not going to be world champion. No. It's just too hard. They haven't been in the game long enough. But they're doing something. They're jumping in the ring. They're getting in there. And it takes balls to get in the ring. So you got to respect that. You know, Jake's been trying to get these big fights. You know, he's been trying to fight real fighters, and these guys keep pulling out on him. So,
well, he's trained. He's been training a while now, and he's definitely doing all the right things. I trained with him in March last year when I was in Miami. It was, I think, because originally I was in either Miami or Mexico when you were supposed to be fighting on the Triller card.
Yes,
and because I was going to come with my mate Kristen and come watch the fight, and then it just kept changing, and I ended up back in Australia. But yeah, you go there and you watch Jake, and he just trains so hard. He does every little thing outside of training right, recovery. He's switched on. It's a shame he's had a lot of opponents pulling out, but it's a good, interesting take on it, because a lot of other boxers or pro boxers and stuff, or even journalists and just fight fans, they really don't like watching YouTubers and social media guys jumping in to have a fight. They're like, oh, it's disrespectful to the sport of boxing. But I think the problem that people have is that they're jumping in there and they're making shitloads of money when there's people who have been, you know, blood, sweat, and tears their whole life dedicated to boxing and aren't making that kind of money.
Yeah, that's the hard bit, you know, unfortunately. But that's the way it is. If you got a name and you're going to put bums in seats and you're going to drive this pay-per-view, you know, to a whole new level, then
entertainment.
You need to be. You've worked extremely hard to get to your position, to have that name, to have that, you know, social media presence. So why shouldn't you be able to get that money as well? Unfortunately, it's the way the game is now.
It's just the way it is.
I feel sorry for a lot of young fighters, but I've been there as well. Yeah. I've been in that position where I was losing money, making very small money, but for a lot of hard work, you know, I've reached to where I am now, and obviously, you know, it's part of the game.
Yeah. No, I like that a lot, and I think with like the YouTubers and all these people doing it, I think that they're coming in because it's such a trending thing now. Boxing, fighting, all this stuff's just through the roof. And obviously they're coming in and they're making this money. But one thing I think you said earlier that was really smart is, you noticed years and years ago when the media wasn't giving you much time and all these things, you pushed your own socials. Yep. So if a lot of pro boxers who have been training for 15, 20 years, whatever, and if they're not pushing their socials or getting their name out there, you know, that's on them. They should be trying to push themselves.
There was things where I thought to myself, okay, I'm not getting the big money fights. I'm not getting a lot of money in these early fights. I'm not getting the media I deserve. Okay, well, I'll create this social media. I'll put my videos up. That's going to attract not only fans, but going to attract sponsors.
Yep.
The more following you have, more companies, more business are going to want to be with you.
Definitely.
But also, we know social media, products, people want to put things out on your story and your post. You get your money, you know, little bit. That helps with your you know, training camps to do the right thing. So you got to be in every department, not only from your training, from your boxing, but your social media presence, the way you eat.
Very important.
Everything you got to be on top of it. You know, and
well, it's self-marketing. It's self-marketing at the end of the day. It's like you won't need the media. And if you, like you said, if you put the work in, make some cool training videos, put yourself out there. If you can grow your social presence, like you said, there's more brands, more sponsors will jump on board. You'll create more fans who will like purchase pay-per-views or turn up to the fights to watch and support.